good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here at the Red Brick House. And inside we are looking at a building that was built in 1820 and was originally a schoolhouse. What we've actually done in this place is we've actually taken out the old rotted out ceiling, and you can see these antique heart pine beams, okay? You can't actually buy antique heart pine anymore.
This guy took down the ceiling.
Well, that's right. This guy over here took down the ceilings. He ripped off all the plaster because what's happened here, this is actually the red bricks that's parched, and they got plaster over it. So we're actually going to go through and reseal those walls. Now, you can see, here's our original windows. I've got one pane of glass here that's actually cracked. I'm going to see if I can get a piece cut today. But here's one of our window sashes that had broken glass in there that we've actually made new ones. So for the first time in probably 10 years or more, we're going to take off the plywood and allow the light to come in. Here's another one of our babies that we've done. We'll go through, clean this up. I don't know that I'll get the window weights back in place, but that's going to look so much nicer on the front of the house when we go through and get that back open again. And you can see some of the wood and paneling that we actually pulled out of the house. Now what I'm going to do, you see these old antique heart pine boards? These things, like I said, you can't get anymore. I'm actually going to take some of these back with me, clean them up, and I'm going to use them to make a new front door for the place. And I know it looks a little rough right now, but there's something about saving something old and putting it back together. That this has been here for almost 200 years. Yes, that's right, it's older than me. And there would be something so wrong with destroying it and losing that history. Because think about it. Our ancestors, back when this country only had 21 states and the known world basically ended only a few hundred miles from here. There was no Texas as part of the Union. There was no California. It was just the wildness that was out there. This was the end of civilization. You had the kids in the community that came here and got their education. The man who built this was a Revolutionary War soldier as well as War of 1812. And right behind here is a cemetery where there are Revolutionary War soldiers as well as Civil War soldiers. So to lose this would be a travesty. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of work, and you see how much. Oh, shit. Alright, so we had a little mishap there. I broke a window pane, but fortunately I was able to go get another one, and I'll go ahead and put it back in there and reglaze it. But we're going to take the plywood off of these windows and this one right here and get the new sashes put in, so that way it'll start looking a little bit better. And then I'm going to make a new front door this week and bring it down next weekend. So let me get back. All right, so here I am. I'm up on the roof. I'm up here, and I've taken the plywood actually off the windows. You can see the old windows here. I'm going to have to come back another time. We're going to strip all that off. But for now, I just want to get the windows in place and get this so we can actually start getting light in the space and get the boards off the window so it looks a lot better. But what I want you to notice, though, these bricks were handmade right behind here. And when you start looking at the detail up on here, look at this. Hand craftsmanship made almost 200 years ago. It's kind of amazing to me. And I'm actually excited about getting these window panes back in place. This is something you don't see too much anymore. This is actually a window weight. It's about 10 pounds. It goes in a channel up here with the cable that raises and lowers the window so it's balanced. So I got to fish this through there, get it in place, tie it off to the thing, and boom, then we're out. Now, check this out. This is the original sash that I rebuilt. Check this out. Boom. It works. So now as we look from where we started this morning, we got 3 windows. And look at that light that's coming in and the beauty. Oh. I just wish I had more time to be here and just get this place together and done. Oh boy, gotta get the measurements for the front door and also get the wood for down in the basement out so that way we can use it to make the front door. Okay, so we are down inside of the red brick house in the basement here. And the neat thing is when they built this, they used logs, literally logs for the timbers. Now we started doing some work in here to shore it up. I've got to actually build a base right here to jack up this main beam and put an LVL below it. But the reason I'm actually down here today is because this old workbench that's right here that was put in, we're actually going to use these boards right here to make our front door. This, I believe, is oak. And we're going to use that to make up the door frame, so that way we have some of the original wood from it. Now you can see over here, this is some of the brickwork that we had to do to fix the flooring system itself, and we have to do some more supporting underneath here. We've got temporary supports right now for the flooring until we build a new floor system. But this, my friends, right here, this workbench is going to become our front door. So I'm going to disassemble this so I can take it up the road and get this built this week. And I believe in trying to use as much as possible from the original house as we can. And hopefully it'll all come out nice. Lots of number 8s. I wonder what they did with all those. Let's start deconstructing this. Okay, so I got the old oak workbench out. I got a lot of big nails and stuff in there. And I have these old antique hard pine wide boards. I'm going to take those back home to the shop, try and pull out the nails, run them through my thickness sander, and I'm going to make my front door for this place out of this. So that way the materials being used are part of the red brick house. Whew. Almost finished with it.